Okay, I just realized that I forgot when we are learning about futures trading, I forgot to mention one important tool that is provided by all exchanges. And in this case, we're going to use Binance to explain this futures calculator, or rather this tool. And you can apply this to all different exchanges because they have a similar output. If you go to Mexi, they have a similar what do we call this? A similar tool, which is the futures tool, and it works more or less the same. So if you come to this part on the futures, on your futures Binance account, you come to the farthest end, this part right here, you'll see a plus slash equals. So that's a futures calculator. Come to that part and it will open this dialog box. Once you click that part right there, it will open up this box or dialog box. And in this, you have the option to calculate your P&L. And remember, we said the P&L is the profit and the loss. So from this part, you can choose the P&L, you can choose your target price, you can choose, you can calculate your liquidation price, your maximum and open price. But the most important price are these two, the P&L and the liquidation price. The rest you can go and you can do what? You can practice on your own free time. So let's start with the P&L. So on the P&L part, the first part you're supposed to do is to come to this part and choose your currency pair. If, for example, you want to trade a coin like AVAX, you want to calculate your profit on AVAX USDT, and on that you can decide, am I going long or am I going short? So we can say, let's look at AVAX USDT coin market cap. I want to see the current price of AVAX USDT so that we can use it as an example. Or we use Bitcoin. Let's use Bitcoin. So if you want to choose Bitcoin, you can come from this part, like I've said, choose Bitcoin. Let me just do that quick, fast, and in a hurry. So I can come to this part, choose my currency pair. Why is this hanging? Let me refresh that. So back to this, go to this part right here, choose your futures calculator, choose your pair from this part. Remember, I've said you can choose your pair from this part. Let's retain that as BTC. Just come to this part, choose BTC, USDT, and I come and pick it. After choosing the currency pair that I'm using, after picking the currency pair that I'm using, then I can decide, am I going long or am I going short? Let's start with the long. Let's say I'm going long on BTC. We can see the current market price from this part right here. So I can decide to have my current price as that 103, 533. Then my exit price is maybe when BTC hits 150K, 150K, like that. Then the quantity, remember the quantity is the value the same as the size, and we said that the size of the quantity is equals to your margin. Remember the margin is the capital you're using, so the margin multiplied by your leverage. Our leverage right here, remember you can always use this part to calculate your leverage, or rather to fix your leverage, or this part, or you can basically use the crossfader. Let's assume I'm using a 10x leverage and my margin is $200. So what I'll input here is $200 multiplied by my leverage, that's 2,000. Then I'll click calculate. On this other part, it will give me my results. The initial margin was 196. Remember, my initial margin was $200, but $4 has been cut by Binance to go and as my trading service fee. Then my P&L is 882. That's my profit that I've made, and my percentage profit, or the return on investment, will be 448%. So the profit that I'll have made is 882 USDT. You can also calculate your liquidation price from this part. Come to this part, do the same. That's use the leverage of 10x like that. I'm going long. My entry price was 103,533, and my quantity, remember my quantity is my margin times my leverage. So my margin was $200 multiplied by my leverage, that will be $2,000, and my balance will be that. So I say my balance is $200, the amount that I'm the current amount that I'm going to feed into that, and I'll say calculate. So my balance, remember, on quantity is the size, so it is your margin times your leverage, and on the balance you input your margin, the capital that you're putting into this trade, $200, and I say calculate. So with these conditions, my liquidation price will be 93,380, and basically that's it when it comes to that segment. Have a nice day, and Eid Mubarak. Bye bye.